So today guys we are going to learn how to conduct the online examination for the students. So today we are using classmarker.com for taking the online exam for the students. This is the best portal, best website to create the online examination free. We can create many means all type of exams without paying any money in this website. So let's start. So first of all, you have to go to the classmarker.com. Go to the Google and search classmarker.com. Go to the google.com and then type class classmarker.com, and the first site is there. So you just click to the first site and then you can reach to the home page of this classmarker.com. So before we are going to create the examination, we have to create the registration part. So you can go to register free, click to the registration free to register freely over classmarker.com. So click to the register free. So in this page you are the teacher, you are the administrator. So in which option you have to go to create your account as a teacher? You can go to this option that is for education use. Just click here, by which you can create your account as a teacher. So just click that and you will get a page. In this page, the details you have to submit. What details you have to submit? You have to submit your first name, your last name, your username, your password, and your email ID, and your country. And then you can click this button, and then you can click I agree, and then click register. I have already created the account. So like that you can create a teacher account, and after creating that account, what you have to do when your account is created, then what you have to go, where you have to go, you go to the classmarker.com again, classmarker.com, and after going to the classmarker.com, you can type your username over here, your password over here, and then click login. You will enter in your dashboard. So this is the dashboard. So now next we will learn how to create the exam. The next step, we are going to assign the test, or you can say questions. So to assign the questions or test, we can go to the test option, which is available on the top right corner. This is the test option, and by using this option we can create the test or exam. So click to the test, and after clicking to the test, we can create the new test. We have to create new test to create the exam, or to add the questions in that particular exam. So click to the next, that is new test. After clicking to the new test, you will get a text box where you have to specify the name of the exam or name of the test, and my exam name is science. So science grade 10 is my test name or exam name. Just press enter, and you can see over here that in a new page your science grade 10 exam or test is ready. The next step over here is to add the questions in that particular exam. So to add the questions in that particular exam, you can go to the add questions button. When you hover to the add questions button, you will get an option that is add a new question. So just you can click add a new question over here. When you click add a new question over here, then you can add the questions by using these options, where in the first text box you can specify the question, and in the other text box you can specify the related answers. There are three types of questions especially used while making the exam. That is multiple choice of questions, and the second one, that is true or false type of questions, and the third one, that is match the following type of questions. When you're creating the quiz or exam, then these three types of questions are very popular, because in these type of questions no need to check manually. The answers are generated, or the result is generated automatically. So we are going to create the first type of question, that is multiple choice. So here you have to specify the questions. I have already stored the questions in my Excel file, so I'm just copying the questions and I will paste over here. This is my question and these are the options. So options are also I have already stored in Excel file, so I'm just doing copying and I will paste over here. So likewise you can copy paste, or if you want to type, you can type over here the correct answers or the related answers in all the options. There are 4 options, so one by one you can copy paste or you can type your answers here. After typing the answers or after pasting your answers over here, you can go to down, or before that you can select the which one is correct answer. According to me, the correct answer is this. So to select which one is the correct answer, you just go to the top of that particular question here and there is a checkbox. You can see the checkbox over here. You can see this particular checkbox. So this particular checkbox is used to select that is the correct answer. So I have already fixed and the message is also there. And another message you can see over here that your A answer is correct. And then after selecting the correct answer, you can set the point over here and then you can randomize the question, yes or no. If you want to randomize the answers, you can click yes, otherwise you can click no. I will randomize the answers and then you can click to the save button. After doing this process, you can get a message that your question was saved, and you can see over here at the top that in the question bank, or you can say in that particular exam of science grade 10, in that particular exam the one question is set by the teacher or by the host. So this is the second step. Like that you can add all the questions which you want to give to your students in their exam. So in the next step we will learn how to create the groups. So guys, to create the groups, there is an option in the top left corner of your Classmarker dashboard. That is the group option by which you can create the groups. So before we are going to create the groups, I want to explain why the groups are necessary. Suppose you are the teacher of class 10 of science subject and you have large number of students in your class. So in the free version of Classmarker, you can just assign the test or assign the exam to 50 students only. But in your class there are 120 students, so what you can do, you can make the group like class 10A, 10B, 10C, and each group you can assign 50 students, and likewise you can assign 150 students at a time. Same question paper to 120 or 150 students at a time by making the groups. So by making the group, it is easy for us to assign that same question paper to multiple or many students. So here in my example, I have to assign the test, that is science grade 10, to 150 students. So what I have to do, I can create the groups of the students like class 10A, 10B, 10C, where I can assign in each group 50 students only. This is the limitation of the free version. We can assign at a time 50 students only. So to assign the multiple students at a time, we can create the group. So let's go and create the group. Click to the groups and then you can get the next page where the same type of options are available, and here mention new group. So you just click to the new group. While creating the group, you will get the text box and you can type the name of the group. Suppose my first group is class 10A, and here I have to store the class 10A students only. So this is my first group, and here you can see the group is created. Now I want to create the another group of next section, so I can click again the new group and then I will click, or I will write class 10B. This is my second group or second class where I have to assign the same question paper for the exam. And the next group I want to create, that is 10C, class 10C. So you can see that three groups are here, and one by one you can see, go to the group, and then three groups are here. Group A, that is class 10A, group B, that is class 10B, and group C, that is class 10C. So this is the way to create the groups. So next step is how to add the students in that particular group. First step we have completed, we have created the account in the classmarker.com. Second step, we can set the questions, and the third step, we created the groups, and the fourth step, we are going to assign the students in that particular group, or we can enroll the students in that particular group. So how to enroll the students in that particular group? Suppose I want to enroll or register the student in group A, that is class 10A. So I will click the group A or class 10A, and I will go to this option, that is edit groups. This is the option. Then I will click this edit group option, and when you click the edit group option, so you are editing the class 10A group where you can register the students who are going to appear your exam. For that, there is an option that is called add members. So add members means add students, those who are attending the exam. So just click to the add members, and there are two methods to add the members or add the students. First method, that is register now, and the second method, that is self-registration. In the self-registration, what will happen? It will generate the code or registration code, and you have to send that registration code to that particular student, and that particular student can register by themselves. But in the first options, you are the teacher, you can register your students. If you know the student name, student email ID, you can register by yourself. So this register now option is for the small kids because they are not able to register by themselves, and this second option is for the class 11, 12, or the students those who are studying in the higher level, they can register by themselves. So I will teach you how you can register your students by yourself. So click this option, that is use this option. When you click use this option, then in the down you can see a text box over here, and this is the one of the important text box of this page by which you can register your students in your particular group. So I will show you how to register. So this is the format of typing your student name, first name, student last name, and the student email ID. So I will show you the sample. Suppose a student, that is Gajendra, comma, and the surname is Basnet, is my student, and comma, the Gmail ID of that particular student. So Gmail ID is exam or exam not, suppose GBS, suppose this is the email ID of the student. This is the student of class 10A, the name, first name, the last name, and the email ID separated by a comma. So this is the specific format, and you can type the same student name, last name, and email ID in this format in that particular text box. If you want to add another student, you just press enter, and you can type another student name, suppose Ram, comma, Thapa, comma, suppose Ram @gmail.com. If you want to add another student, so likewise in one row, one line, you can type one student details in this format. So I will just try for one student only, and then after giving the username, first name, last name, and email ID, you go to the down, and in down you can see this option that is new members. This option is very important. You have to use this option, new members or new students, you can say. So there are two options. If you click no, then do not send login details to the members. If you select yes, then it will send the login details to the students. So I suggest you, in my recommendation, you can select the second option, because with the second option, when user can check or students can check their mail, they will get all the login details and they will save in an email format, so they will not forget and they will not they can reuse their details later on. So after clicking second option, the detail goes like this: the username and the site name and the password is automatically generated. So no need to go to the other options, and at the end you can type your password over here. This is your password. So this is the password of your account. I'm the teacher, so I have to enter the password by which I log in the classmarker.com. So I will type my password. Oh yes, my password is correct now, and I have stored or I have registered right now one student, that is Gajendra Basnet, in my class or in my group, that is class 10A. I can see the username of that particular student and the password of that particular student. In the same way, how the students know their password and username, student has to check their email account to get the username and password. So I'm going to check by the student account. I will sign out from here and I will log into the student account. I will type student account and then I will type the student password. Student will check the mail like this, and you can see student is getting the class marker details of their logins. So here the message is from the class marker or from the teacher that the name of the username of the student is this, the password of the student login is this, and when student has to appear the exam, student have to click this link. So this is the username and password for that particular student. So like this, the student know about his username and password to attend the exam. So like this, you can assign your students or you can register your students in your particular group. So in the next step, we will learn how to assign your test or your exam in that particular group. So for that, we can go to the assign test. And when you assign the test, or you can go to the test, you can select your exam, and then there is an option that is called assign over here, or there is an option assign over here. You can select any one option. So I will select this option. You can go either here or here. I will go here, assign, and in the assign option you can get two type of method to assign the exam to your student. The first one is assigning by the group, and the second option, that is by the direct link. If you assign the exam to your group or to your students by using direct link, then you are not able to get the result in your dashboard. That is the problem. So you have to assign your exam by using the group. That's why we have created the groups. And the second important thing, that the create link, this option is in the paid version and this option is in the free version. So I'm going to assign my test or exam to the group. So assign a group, you can go click, and I have created the three groups. In the previous method, you know that how to create the group and how to add the students. So likewise, you can add all the students in group A, group B and group C. And in the assign part, just you have to click in which class you are going to assign your exam. I will assign only in class 10A. If you want, you can click in how many classes you want to assign the question paper. Then click to the next button. And after clicking to the next button, you will go to the setting of that examination. And this page is very important, very vital, because you are going to set all the necessary requirement, all the necessary things for your exam. For example, in the first option, you can see that text access option is here. In that, the first one is for availability. Click to the availability, and if you want that your test or your exam is available to the student without any restriction, you just click on available. If you want that it is your test is not available, is not going to be available for the student, you just select the unavailable. But I want that the test is going to be available for the student. The second option is that you can set the schedule for the exam. If you are setting the schedule, then according to your schedule, according to your given date and time, the exam paper is available to the students. So right now I'm setting available only. So if I select available, then there is no restriction of date and timing. But in the real time, you have to set the date of the exam and the timing, and according to that you have to set your exam, or you have to make available your exam for the student. So I will select available only right now. Now in the next option, that is attempt, allow. Suppose you are giving only the practice exam, so you can set unlimited. Or if you are giving real exam, so real exam is going to be available for the student, or student can appear in that particular exam only one time, so you can select one. Right now I am selecting unlimited for the practice exam. This is the text introduction part. In this part, your text or exam introduction part will display to the students. So display the guidelines before the exam starts. No need to type any guidelines here, just you can check it on, so that all the related guidelines students can get it by default. And the guidelines are created by this website automatically according to your setting. Whatever setting you are doing over here, according to that the guidelines is generated automatically and sent to the students before the exam. So next is taking test. In the taking test, the first option is time limit. In the time limit, you can set the time limit of that particular exam. I'm selecting 1 minute, or you can select any time, whatever you fix for that particular exam. And the next option, that is resume later, is very important option. Suppose the students are taking the exam or giving the exam, suddenly there is any kind of technical problem, so they want to resume their work, previous work, before they left or before this problem. So how they can resume their work, you can set for that by using this option, just allow, and whatever work they are doing, it saves automatically, and if there is any technical problem, they will start the exam from that point where they left. So you just click allow. I recommend you that you have to allow the resume later. The next option is text questions, means appearance of the questions. You want to set one question in one page, or what you want to show the points, or you want to show the categories. I suggest you that one question per page, or how many questions in per page you want to display, 6 questions per page. So the best way, the best practice is one question per page. Next is randomize. In the randomize, give the questions in the random order. Yes, the questions will go to the students in the random order to each students. And next is answers, means mandatory must answer the questions means the students has to attend the question. They can't leave the question. For that you just check it out and allow test takers to go back. Sometimes it happens that there is a previous button by which they can go to the previous questions, but you, if you want, you can allow this option. If you don't want that the students can move to the previous questions, you just uncheck that. If you uncheck that, then the students are not allowed to go back. If you uncheck that, then the student can leave the question. They can't give the answer. They can move to the next question without giving the answer. So my suggestion, this option should be checked and this option should be unchecked. Now next is result, and for the result part, here the test takers or the students can see the points, the percentage, and they can send the custom feedback, and they can reveal or means they can get the correct answers right now when they finish the exam. If you allow, then you just check. If you don't allow, then just uncheck. So because this is a real-time examination for the students, so I suggest you that don't reveal any type of suggestions, any type of points, any type of answers to the students when they finish the exam, because they will you just send one message that we will give you the report of the exam later on. So after finishing exam, the test takers or the students cannot see any type of result by doing this, by uncheck all the options. Next, here you can set the passing mark or passing percentage. Suppose the 40% is the passing mark, or if the students can get 40%, then they are the pass. And what message they will see when they are pass or fail, or what message you want to show when the students can complete the text or exam. So just I will write one message, thank, when they finish their exam, then thank you for your submission. You have submitted your exam, so thank you for that. Okay, so this is the message when the student finish their exam, they will see on their screen. And no need of certificate, no need of instructor email. So this is only for the paid version. And after doing these settings, so here important settings, you just note down that this option is very important, that is availability and attempt, and the text introduction must be yes. And then you can go to down and you can see that this option is also very vital, that is text taking. Time limit you have to set, and resume later you have to set, and then randomize the question, randomize the answers, and in the result part please uncheck all these options. After doing these settings, you just save my setting as default. If you save as my setting as default, then no need to do again and again, and these settings are set by you in your login account by default. For others also it will come same. Now click on to assign. Now class, this question paper or this exam, that is grade 10 science exam, is assigned to all the classes. Okay, so our this work, how to assign the exam to the student, is done. So in the next part we will learn how the student can give the exam. So for that, I already told you that students already got an email about their exam, about their username and password. So what the student can do, student can go to their email. They will check their email. Yes, this is the username and this is the password. And student can open this link to appear in the exam. And then student will copying or they will type their username in that particular username. Yes, and then student can type the password over here, whatever is the password of that particular exam. Over here student will type that password and then student will log in. When student will log in, student will see their own dashboard. You can see there is student name is there, and there is the group whatever you have created. This student belong to group 10A, and this is the question paper which you set for that particular group. So there is only one student in that particular group who is attending that exam. So if you already registered so many students in different group, all the students can log in and get the same question paper and can attend the exam. How the student will appear the exam and can take the exam is very easy. Student will click the start button, and this is the instructions which is auto generated when you did the setting of the questions or exam. You can see the question is 1, the time is 1. I have set unlimited. I have set one question will display. I have said you are not allowed to go back. I have said you have to finish, and I have said you will not let you finish any question unattended. So these all instructions will generated automatically by the setting part of that particular exam. So student will start the exam, and you can see when student start the exam, student will see the questions. There are only one question, and student is right now in the question number 1, and this is the timer. Student can see the timer over here, and I have set the 1 minute, so 1 minute is enough for me to explain. Also there are 4 options, so student can click this button if suppose student feel that there may be electric failure or fluctuation later on. So if you click save and finish, then you will resume from your previous work later login. And I will select the right answer as a student, so this is the right answer, I know, and then finish now, and then student will click confirm finish now. Now you can see that student already finished this exam, and the message which we have set that thank you, your answer have been saved for reviews, and your examination is finished. Student finished the exam. Now the next, how the student exam or is examination is recorded in the dashboard of the subject teacher or examiner. So I will show you in the next window. I have already here, this is the teacher account. You can see the teacher username is here. So how the teacher will check whether the student finished the exam or not? The teacher will go to the groups, or this is the group, and the teacher will go to the class 10A, and you can see this 10A question paper is assigned to that particular group, and there is a result button automatically generated. But in 10B there is also result button, in 10C also result button. I have assigned this question paper to class 10A, 10B and 10C. So all the result button is auto generated by this website or by this web app. So here you can see that edit group there is one student is here, but in class 10B no one is student, 0 is here, because I have not registered the students for class 10B. So right now I will check only the class 10A result because one student already submitted. So click to the result, and here you can see that this is the student who attended just now the exam, and the student got 100%, and the score is 1 out of 1. There is one question of 1 marks out of 100%. The student finished the exam in 52 seconds, and the student attend the exam in that date. And if you want to see the whole answer sheet of that particular student, then you just click to this button, that is answers. So just click to the answer to check all the details. So this is the detail of the answers of the students. This question was there, students select this one, so all the details are here. Likewise, if many students in that particular group gave the exam, so you can see the number of the students over here. And if you go to the groups and go to the class 10B, and you can see the result of class 10B, then you can see you have no result at present, because in class 10B no one student attend the exam. So thank you very much. I hope that you learn how to conduct the online exam by using Classmarker. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and hit the notification button to get the more videos, and pass some fruitful comments, some energetic comments to me so that I can improve my work in the field of study time. Thank you very much.